Hello. Hello, guys and girls. I hope we are well. Greetings to everyone on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. we are gonna get straight into the demo reviews, guys. So hope everyone's well. Hope you can hear me all fine. We are going to kick off with DJ Flyman. Let's have a listen to Stefania Last Dance, DJ Flyman bootleg. Give me 1 second. Here we go.
I was born a radical, electric and technical. I've never listened to the remedies, with no forevers, no eternities. Holding on beyond the night, for a shadow that feels right. Holding on beyond the night to you. If the dreams we made are made of fire, I will give a life just to live the dream again. If our hearts are hanging on a wire, let's forget the world below and dance until the
Maybe a little hard on the side chaining in that section. Okay, Flyman. The kick that you're using is a tonal kick, and the tone that it's hitting is out of key to the intro and the build up, so it sounds a little sharp. But yeah, let's keep going. And it's comparatively speaking to your other works that you've submitted in the past, this is mixed a lot nicer. Yeah, so Addy Music's had a good point. The kick is panned to the right, so make sure your kicks are always in the middle of the mix and really, 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 really centered.
I was born in neon lights, floating in space like satellites, looking for signs of life tonight, as we collide in black and white, holding on beyond the night, for a shadow that feels right, holding on beyond the night to you. If the dreams we made are made of fire, I will give a life just to live the dream again. Let's dance, all let's dance, rock and roll dance, and sing all let's dance.
It would be awesome if at this stage you created a small loop and just pitch bent everything up for this second build up. That would be really cool. Yeah, so Flyman, pretty good track, my friend. From your recent works, and from your past works, I definitely hear like a huge improvement, especially in your mixing, especially with your high end. You always had an issue with your high end, but in your last 2 tracks, there's been no issues in the high end. Yeah, exactly what Wilson said and what I said at the start of the track. You don't need as much sidechain like compression when there's no kick in the mix, but still have a gentle compression in there. For example, if your sidechain is at like 90%, sounds like it's 90% throughout the whole track, including these sections here. Where was it? So it's really compressed here. It gives a good bounce, but you can relax it out a bit to make that sound a bit louder and more consistent during the times where there's no kick. Yes, make sure you center that kick sample as well and get it in the right key, so it's pitched a little bit up. So just bring it back down to the sort of the key of the track. Might be 1 or 2 semitones there, but man, overall good track, good start to the stream, guys. So welcome. I see you all there on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. No one's on Facebook. I guess Facebook's kind of dead these days anyway. Am I right? Yeah, so guys, send me your demos. If you're new, make sure you, yeah, we can all say hello to you and just submit your demos down here, guys. We are going to push on to Critterson. This track is called Space Dust. Thank you for the donation, guys, whoever that was. Thank you. Thank you, Syrup. We'll get to you next, man. Critterson, one of your best tracks so far, my friend. Gritterson, my friend, very nice, man. Agreeing with all the comments. So I can tell you've been working hard on your music, because the tracks you used to send me were very poorly mixed and like structurally speaking, they had no sense to it or no continuity to it. This track is much better. Everything's in key. Everything's hitting nice. It's a very good. I can tell you've been learning, like, since you last submitted. Let's see when you last submitted, man. It would have been a while ago. Critterson. So maybe a month ago, and then before that, maybe 2 months ago. Man, so your mixing and your sound design has improved like out of sight. Like this is sounding like a much better track. So I think you're at a really good place now if you move forward. You need to collaborate with someone, I think, my friend. I think by sharing your ideas and your sort of direction with someone else, you can learn a lot of aspects to music production. And by working with someone else, they give you some new ideas. Some ideas you're going to love, some ideas you're going to hate, but you need to sort of roll with it and see what eventuates. I'm actually very excited to hear your next few tracks, Critison, because you've been working hard, I can tell. I also see you have a new logo here as well, man. Looking good. Good to see you developing, my friend. So thanks for the track. And we are going to continue with Dr. Syrup. Let's have a listen to Think About You. Thank you for the donation as well, my friend. Up to this point as well, the tension is slowly rising. I can feel it. One thing already I can hear is the vocal is a little bit lost in the track. So the production so far is very good, very complete, and very sort of elegant. I feel that the vocal could use a slight boost in EQ, sort of in the mid to high frequencies, so that it cuts over the top of you. You have this sort of shrill piano kind of going like so you need that to be sort of behind the vocals. So you can do that by just giving a small spike and small sort of bump in the EQ on the vocal to sort of push it a bit louder in the mix and push it into some different frequencies. In terms of like sound design and song structure, I understand this sort of double build up thing. This is very sort of popular in like future house music. Be careful with the sort of first build up, that you don't build up the energy too much. So you've done it quite well, but what I would do with the probably just with the snare sample is, instead of having it multiply until it's really, really fast and sweeping up into the higher frequencies, I would also add an automation where you have a filter that just filters it down, because you don't want to build up the energy of the dance floor or of the listener and then it drops into another build up. So you could, and then filter that. filter that snare down so that it brings the energy slightly back down into the next build up section. I mean, as a DJ, it's cool to DJ these tracks, but what you see in the crowd is a lot of people hype up and they get ready to jump, and then they jump, but it's not the time to be jumping, and they sort of feel like a small sense of disappointment. It's just a weird thing, but it's something to be mindful. There's something in the drop that kills the dynamic of the kick. I think you have some chords that are like that are sort of hitting on each beat. You need to make sure there's some compression on that as well, some side chaining, so that the kick can punch through, because the build up is really clean, and I really dig the second build up, like the how do I explain it? You sort of have this bridge and then the actual build up and then the drop. But when the drop hits, there's a slight drop in dynamic. And I think it's to do with something in your low end. Something in your low end might need a little bit more sidechain compression so the kick can punch through a bit. Yeah, but the overall vibe of this track is actually very, very good. Like, the energy is there. It's just some slight adjustments here, and then that's it. The vocal is still, as I said, like near the start of the track, it's still a little bit quiet overall for the track. So you don't need to boost it in volume. You just need to give it a small boost in EQ. Then it will occupy a different frequency space, and then it will sound so much better, man. Yeah, I hope that helps, guys. If you have any more advice, post it in the comments. But thank you for submitting, my friend. And thank you for your donation as well, my man. Very much appreciated. I will be buying some more of this. This is my drink of the week this week. This Brewwood Pale Ale. It says West Coast Classic, which is funny because it's brewed in Berlin. So I don't know how that's West Coast, but whatever. All right, we're pushing on to Ryan Christopher, Jungle Fever. Let's have a listen. This is good, man, but the clap is slightly off key. Pitch it up so that it's hitting like crack instead of croc. But man, really, really nice. I dig the song title, and the overall production so far is very, very nice. Hang on, I just want to go back a bit. nice. This track has a lot of potential, man. Really. There are some things I would fix. Like, I think maybe this is like a sort of radio edit or something. Like maybe it's a shorter version, but I feel like you could definitely stretch this out to like a 4-minute track easily by having sort of less happening in the first rotation of the drop. The first rotation of the drop is quite like busy and a lot of things happening, which is cool because it's your track. Also, you always have these brass stabs, the boom things happening, and it's happening over and over and over in the build up, and it's sort of like it's just the same thing happening. So it's a little bit like, I don't know, I guess the literal word is repetitive, but it's sort of, I feel like those brass stabs are not positioned where they should be. But man, this track is very, very good. Yeah, let me know. If you want to work on this together, man, just send me a message on Instagram, because I have some ideas that maybe could make this a little bit more awesome. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. Very, very cool, man. All right, we are pushing on to David Brings, and I think this track's been deleted. Yes. So, David, if you are in the chat, man, let me know. And quickly send a new link so I can get it in the program. Speaking of program, we're pushing on to Wilson Serrano, Into the Future, version 5. Let's have a listen. Always a pleasure, Wilson. Always a pleasure, my man. Always love your tracks, man. Always. Basslines mix very nice. The lead is quite good. Sneeze. Yeah, I think this track is quite good, Wilson. This sounds almost like finished. The only thing I'm hearing that to my ears might need some tiny attention is the kick, and not in all sections of the track, because in this section of the track the kick is coming through quite nice. That's because it's sort of like very minimal elements in the track at that moment. But when we have, you know, your chords and your lead going at the same time, the kick sounds really thin. So I don't know, maybe you're using 2 kick samples, or maybe not. I'm not sure. And no, the opposite, Wilson. I think the kick has enough click to it I think it doesn't have enough thud, like enough sort of punch to it. So just in those areas where you have like your maximum elements in the track, I feel like, yeah, it could use a little more oomph. Exactly. Guys, welcome to the stream. I'll see you there on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook. We have small little viewing parties on all different platforms. If you're new, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, smash the thumbs up. Facebook, if you're even alive on Facebook, just do anything. Facebook kind of sucks these days. And Twitch, guys, I've said it for a few months. I'm considering moving 100% over to Twitch. So yeah, maybe in the coming weeks that will happen. But anyway, into the future. As I talk about the future, let's continue with Into the Future. Also hear those really subtle pads happening above, like the arps. They could almost be a little bit louder in volume, or maybe even up one octave, so it's hitting those higher frequencies. But step into the future, into your new world. Your new world awaits you. Man, I think that's really cool. Really nice track, man. It's I don't know, you're like a Danish version of Avicii with all these amazing melodies you come up with and how consistently you create really good music. Man, really, really good stuff. The only thing I can sort of just the kick in some small areas doesn't have enough sort of punch to it, but man, overall really good melody, really good sound design. The mix is quite good as well. Well, like the mix is almost perfect. Yeah, man, send it to Fresh Breath, who knows. Man, really nice track. All right, guys, we are pushing on. If you want to have a demo reviewed, just send it on in. Pretty easy, just send it here and I'll have a listen. All right, the next track is a track from a artist called Radioactive. It's called Run For Your Life, and it's Radioactive Remix. Also, guys, everyone who submits a demo goes into the weekly running to be the Artist of the Week. And Artist of the Week, you get a free shout out on my socials. You also get some love sent back to all the artists who submit on the demo drop as well. So hopefully you get a few more followers on your socials and things like that. Just a little gift from me back to you. So let's go.
Drip. Yeah, I've been running and running to keep it 100. This all that I wanted, but lately I don't have the stomach. The higher the summit, the harder the plummet. They know me all over this planet. I'm just a man and I can't understand it. Proud that I win and I did it myself. Probably wouldn't have fucking the hell. Hearing subliminals all on myself. Feel like I'm breaking, I'm falling to hell. Told me I'm sick and I tell her, oh well. Rather be dead than to know that I fell. Look at the trees, life is a...
I feel like the bum 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 bum. I feel like those samples, the first 4 rotations were slightly offbeat, but now they've drifted on beat, if that makes sense. So
to keep it 100, this all that I wanted, but lately I don't have the stomach. The higher the summit, the harder the plummet. They know me all over this planet.
Tiny bit early there.
I can't understand it. Proud that I win and I did
tiny bit early, and now here it's on the beat. Better.
Life is a race. I'm out of space, I'ma get on my face. I got a taste, well the whole plate finna get laced if you step out of place. Like, first off, you don't run nothing. All talking, your team bluffing. My squad, we all dream crushing. We ain't rushing, no discussion. All I know is I was made for this. Paid for this, yeah, slave for this. Been down and I'ma get it right. Dead on sight like... Dead on sight like...
Well, wow, didn't that drop came out of nowhere. To give this a heap more power, I hear the sub bass in there, but it's down an octave too low. Shift it up 1 octave, and I guarantee you this will like blast the ears out of anyone listening. Really, really good so far. Just that's the only sort of the thing I can recommend to fix.
Never really know when you gonna go. Why you gotta put another foot in front of yours? River them toes, carry them close. I was never one to care about my mentos. I was like froze, now I'm on far. Give me that smoke, but I can't get high. One of the most, here to inspire. Doing what I'm supposed, but I can't get tired. Run for your life, every night. See in the dark, block by the light. I got the spark, I got the pipes. All of my art coming to life. And to face my fears while I chase my peers that I found my spot. Time that I found myself, I've been out here walking that walk like. First off, you don't run nothing. All talking, your team bluffing. My squad, we all dream crushing. We ain't rushing, no discussion. All I know is I was made for this. Paid for this, yeah, slave for this. Been down and I'ma get it right. Dead on sight
some
like.
double time going.
First off, you don't run nothing. All talking, your team bluffing. My squad, we all dream crushing. We ain't rushing, no discussion. All I know is
I feel like a double time build up here would just really lift the energy into the second half of this track.
For this, paid for this, yeah, slave for this. Been down and I'ma get it right. Dead on sight like. Dead on sight like.
Yeah, the last 2 bars of the drop, the chords don't sound correct, and I'm not familiar with the original track. The Run for Your Life, Tom Wilson and whoever, Mime. I'm not sure what's going on, but the so we go from here. I feel like here's wrong, and
Dead on sight like.
yeah, I don't know. It's always hard with remixes like this because I don't know how far Radioactive has taken it away from the original. Maybe this is all original production. Maybe this is following the same chords and progression as the original track. I'm not sure, so I'm not going to say too much there. But yeah, overall, like really good sound design. The drop is interesting because it's I understand what you're trying to do. It's the drop is aggressive in the bass, but in the higher octaves it's a bit more plain and a bit more playful. So it's an interesting sort of balance in the track. Yeah, I wanna go back to this bit here. Yeah, man, so good. I would definitely double that length of the first drop as well, man, because it's such a good moment in the track. Like you've changed it up so much from the sort of verse and like the build up. But when that happens, if that was playing in a club, everyone would be like, "Oh my god!" Like, yes. Too short, man. It's too short. make them ride that wave a little longer, definitely double that. And then maybe here in the second build up, have like a bit of like a drum and bass build up where it's like, or like instead of just like dun 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 dun, you can have like dun, something a bit faster. Really build the energy up, and then you drop into that trap beat, and everyone will be like, "Oh my god, DJ Snake in the house!" And you'd be like, "No man, it's Radioactive." Yeah, man, good track, really good track. If this is like a remix contest or something like that, make sure you always add the entry. Always add the entry link here as well, so that people can vote for you. But yeah, nice track, man, nice. And yeah, haven't heard from you in a while, man. So good to hear you making music. And let's push on to a Yash. It's a YouTube track, so we are now heading to YouTube. So here we go. It's called Skyfire. Let's have a listen. So far, guys, so good. So far, good. But some elements are not hitting in key. So there's some notes in your main melody that aren't sitting well with the chords you have underneath the track. So just go back and revisit that and make sure that the chords you're hitting are sort of representing the melody that's happening above. Because at the moment, just in some parts, sounds a little bit disjointed. Nice, guys. I think overall there's just tiny, some tiny little things that need some attention, but the best thing you can do is to just keep releasing music, guys. You learn from every single track. Like, none of my tracks were perfect at all, especially when I was starting out. Like, some of my stuff was horrible. And if you want to hear it, go on my SoundCloud, swipe all the way to the bottom and listen. I started in a very poor place. Guys, much respect. So the drop, I feel the energy that the drop is trying to possess. There's sometimes there's a snare drum that hits like in the wrong place, but it only happens about 4 times in the track, so it doesn't really matter. I really love the visual here. So however you created that, maybe it's from this website, this spectre.com. But whatever that is, man, that's really cool. I really dig that. So well done with the visual. Good work with the track. As I said, there were some elements that weren't hitting in key, but overall, nicely done. Yash, you have improved like over the weeks for sure. and Sync, SNKH. Not sure how to pronounce that artist name, but haven't heard from you before, my friend. So possibly new to music production. If you are, welcome. But for now, we're going to push on to We Are Mad Boys. Oh, it's a mashup. This might cause some copyright issues, so apologies to We Are Mad Boys. If you guys are watching this back on YouTube, chances are it will be cut out due to copyright, but let's just listen on the live stream anyway. Also, if you're watching on Facebook, there's a good chance that the stream might end due to copyright. So if you are watching on Facebook, jump over to YouTube or Twitch.
Just remember when we used to feel alive. Body changed and we went into thought times. Let's believe in the memories of my mind. 'Cause together we are designing life. When we are united, our time has come together tonight. 'Cause we are love, no matter what we're waiting for. 'Cause we are love. We
A nice little mashup featuring yourselves with the vocal at the start. Very nice. The transitions were seamless, so very well done. Can't really comment on the music production because it's all sort of like rip off some other tracks. So nice mashup, guys. Good luck playing that live and have some fun. We're gonna push on to Green Mamba. This is another one that might trigger some copyrights. Billie Jean, Michael Jackson, Green Mamba bootleg. Let's have a listen.
Told me
So nice work with the vocal panning and stuff like that. The overall mix is a little quiet, so you might need to add some effects onto your master, especially like some saturation, some OTT to get the energy pumping. At the moment it's a nice little house track. Bit of bass house coming in, okay. Just gonna skip through this, see if there's any action happening. Not really. Yeah, nice little bootleg, man. Nice. Yeah, this sort of stuff is so fun to play in like in clubs, especially like day clubs or like beach clubs and stuff like that. It's just super chill warm-up music, and this sort of stuff would seriously get people moving. Like, such an easy thing to sort of create and to play. If you guys focus on making little bootlegs like this, your DJing will be so fun, because when you play this, people come up, oh bro, I tried to Shazam this. What remix is it? And you can be like, oh, it's my remix. They'll be like, oh my god, who are you? Be like, man, I'm Green Mamba. How do you not know who I am? And then you can tell them to go away. Cool, man. Nice little track. We are pushing on to Marcus Reed. So Marcus, we have Unreleased Thing. I'm going to listen to this. Oh, Marcus Reed. I'm giving you a follow. Maybe you're a new submitter. I'm also going to scan this QR code and see what happens as well. So let's have a listen. I will go through your profile as well, your SoundCloud profile, see if there's anything we can improve to make you more attractive for collaborators and also record labels. So Marcus Reed, Unreleased Thing. Really nice, man. This is sort of like Flume meets Porter Robinson. This is what this sounds like. Really nice. Really nice, man. Guys, if anyone's watching on a laptop, head to Marcus Reed on YouTube and let's try and get him to 100 subscribers. Currently on 96. I just gave you a subscribe, my friend. Man, really nice track. As I said, it's sort of like a fusion of Flume meets Porter Robinson. I was going to try and scan this QR code. Hang on, let's see what happens. It's just going to go to a link tree. And yes, and it all just goes to your socials. Very, very nice, man. Yeah, so I would definitely recommend, yeah, I guess just experimenting with this a little bit more. You currently have like a really good foundation of the track. I think having this really long interlude in the middle, yeah, it's cool. It sort of breaks up the track a little. I feel that the drop happens too soon though. If you're going to have an interlude this long in the middle, I definitely stretch out your track overall a little bit longer. Perhaps that was the idea. This is just an unreleased demo, so maybe you're going to sort of adjust the sound design and the track structure a little bit more. I definitely have a longer sort of instrumental part in the beginning, pre-drop. When the drop happens, it's good. There is some dynamic loss. So someone mentioned that something's clashing. I couldn't hear it. But yeah, this is another cool track, man, that has a lot of potential. So, yeah, I don't want to take on too much work than I can handle, but this would be another cool track I would love to work on. So if you're up for a collab, my friend, let me know. Yeah, and we can work on this together. But for now, I'm going to say good job. Nice little work with this QR code. Let's go over to your profile a bit. So I see electronic music producer. That's cool. Tell us a little bit about yourself. I can see you're from India. Some people would love to know how old you are. Maybe you're 14, maybe you're 25, maybe you're 45, who knows? Let us know in that little information section. Maybe give us a little bit of inspiration as to why you started music production. Was it due to being bored during COVID? Was it due to some inspiration like Avicii or David Guetta, Calvin Harris, Flume, someone like that? I can see here you haven't been producing too long, maybe 1 year or so. So perhaps you are like a Corona producer, maybe. Let us know in that little information section, my friend. Thank you for submitting your track. We are going to push on now to our next demo. And guys, thank you for subscribing to his channel as well. We are all here to grow. We are all here in a positive environment. So let's grow together. OVR, let's listen to your ID, my friend. I'll see you in the comments. Let's have a listen. Also, everyone just quickly look at your laptop or your phone, whatever you're streaming this on. What do we think this is here on this profile picture? Is that a tree? Could that be like the frill of someone else's jacket? Who is that person? Who is this person on the side here? Could it be something other than another person or a jacket? Could it be something cool? Could it be like, yeah, I don't know, like a black cloud coming across the hills? Who knows? Write something funny.
Nothing left to say, and nothing you could do. There is no other way when it comes to the truth. There's nothing left to say, and nothing you could do.
What's up, complaints? We're having a great stream, my friends.
Nothing left to say, and nothing you could do. There is no other way when it comes to the truth. There's nothing left to say, and nothing you could do. There is no other way when it comes to the truth. So keep moving on. You know you'll make it through. I've suffered, I'm done waiting here for you. Waiting here for
Yeah, man, really nice track. Definitely got this sort of big room sound down pat. I always love your driving bass lines, man. So good. Yeah, I mean, this track is good, man. Like, it's strong. I'm trying to think, like, where you could take it from here. Let's see. How are you going for releasing music? 3 months, 4 months, 9 months, 10 months. I think, bro, you just need to sort of make this public, this sort of stuff. Just start getting your music out there. Yeah, just make it public on your profile, man. Start building a small audience of followers and listeners. And you never know where this sort of stuff will take you. Yeah, I used to love this sound. Like 2016, 2017, I was massively into Martin Garrix, massively. And this, I would listen to this stuff day in, day out. Like when I couldn't sleep at night, I would listen to music like this. Doesn't that sound stupid? Man, really strong. In terms of the vocal, I'm pretty sure it's a splice vocal because I think I've heard it before. But yeah, you could definitely have more fun with the vocal. It was very sort of narrow in the mix and not too, like, I wouldn't say it was the star of the mix. Yeah, you could try some different vocal effects, some filters and things like that. Duplicate the vocal, add some pitching, some vocal chops. I know vocal chops aren't like sort of huge in sort of big room, but you could definitely use some tonal elements of the vocal to add a few more elements to your tracks. Heap of reverb, really short and sharp. Yeah. Nice, man. I like this. I like your style of music production, man. You have to just start putting tracks public, man. Start doing it. Because if you don't put anything on your sort of profile, everyone thinks you've stopped making music, but I know you haven't, man. I know you're working hard. So get those tracks out there, get them online. We're pushing on to Funky Gio. Always fun listening to these. Let's have a listen to A Rave for a Good Health, work in progress. Pretty nice, Funky Geo. You've improved massively. I think you've sent me maybe 5 or 6 tracks in total. This one is by far and by a long way your best work. Very, very good. Everything's sounding pretty good. So I'll tell you one thing. There's one thing that's a little out of key, and that's hang on, the element. The thing that's going wom 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 wom. Wom 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 wom. That's out of key. Needs to be dun 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 dun. At the moment, it's currently like dun 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 dun. So just pitch it down. But overall, wow, like the energy you've created from this track is very like inspiring and exciting for me to hear, because I remember where you were and where you are now is a huge improvement. So keep, as I said, from I think week 1 and your second track that you submitted, is just keep making music. You learn and learn and learn from every single track you create. So good energy, good sound design, and yeah, keep on raving for good health. Guys, we are pushing on to Acrobass. Let's have a quick listen to Grant Gustin, Running Home to You, The Flash, Acrobass remix. It says here, please don't mind the vocals. Couldn't get the clear one. It's a bit messy. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Can't say how the days will unfold.
Nice loud production already, man. Nice.
Change what the future may hold. But I want you in it every hour, every minute. This world can race by far too fast. Hard to see while it's all flying past. But it's clear now when you're standing here now. I am meant to be wherever you are next to me. All I wanna do is come running home to you. Come running home to you. And all my life I promise to keep running home to you. Keep running home to you. Keep running home to you. All I wanna do is come running home to you. Come running home to you. And all my life I promise to keep running home to you. Keep running home to you.
Man, I like this track. I like the BPM is what, like 95, 100, and you've got this sort of drop lead that's quite aggressive. This one, it's quite aggressive. It's quite loud in the mix, and it sounds like it's either distorting a little bit or you have some distortion on it, like some overdrive or something. Gives it this sort of raspiness, this rawness, which is quite nice. So whatever settings you have, I would leave it. but I would just reduce that specific lead maybe like 5% so it's not so loud, because it's really like, I know it's meant to be the dominant element of the track. Everyone wants to follow the lead, but it's a little too loud. So
Home to you, keep running home. Home to you.
'cause I think the mix, I know you sort of take away the lead coming up here in the second section, but this second section about to occur sounds a lot more like uniform. Sounds like the track is quite balanced in this section about to happen. This track reminds me a little bit of like, there's a track by Mesto called Layla, and it sounds a little bit like that. It has the same groove. Your track has a little more aggression. Maybe go listen to that track and see if you can use some elements in that track and that production to possibly apply to this remix. But man, sounding very, very good. Let's listen to this sort of change up here. So you've got the bass, boom, 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 and then you've got this sort of, you could definitely have the lead in there, but like a little less in terms of volume and intensity, and it would be amazing.
Can't say how the days will unfold. Can't change what the future may hold. But I want you in it every hour, every minute.
Really nice, Acrobass, man. That's insane. Lauxia, how are you, my friend? Guys, if you have any more demos, send them my way. Hey, Captain, do you have some demos of yours? Yes, I do. Let's have a listen, though, to Lauxia, who's just submitted. Let's get to that. In terms of demos, I do have a track that's signed with Complaints. So a regular contributor to the stream. Complaint makes this dirty, mind-blowing music that's just insane. It's like I couldn't even begin to produce something like that. It's just too insane for my brain. Yeah, we have a track that was due for release this month, but it just got pushed back to like October 15 or something. So that's a bit sad. But let's have a listen. So I've got a effed up song for you. All right, let's have a listen to this effed up song from Lauxia.
Louder.
Man, I love this. Really. I really love that, man. I know it's just an idea, but wow. I've already committed to bloody 3 collabs this stream already. But if you want to work on that together, I'm happy to spend some time on that as well. Let's just listen to this again.
Louder.
Nice, man. Guys, that's it for the stream. But what I will do is just a quick refresh to make sure we're all good. Someone asked for a demo, so what I'll can't hear in front of the parents. That's so true. What I will do to play us out is I will play maybe the track that Complaint and I made as a collab. So I actually sent him the idea and it was this terrible, I wouldn't say terrible, it was okay. Let me find it. It was a track called No Clowns. I'll quickly play. Let me just quickly play. Let me quickly find a version. So this is what I sent Complaint. This is what I sent Complaint, and it was just a very basic idea.
Almost exclusively compact disc now.
So it was just this sort of beat, just a bit of a
Most of the folks that are afraid of a disc jockey,
tech house sort of thing.
even when
No,
The music, beat of the music,
not
beat of the
much.
music,
Had a bit of a build up in
beat
there.
of the music, beat 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 of the music. Kind of add an exciting atmosphere to the evening.
Yeah, Chris, drop it in. So that's sort of what I sent Complaint. And then let me find the finished result. So this is sort of what he sent back, plus just fire. No Clowns. Where is it? Here. Let's have a listen. This is the difference. This is why I recommend you guys collab, because I had a track which I thought like, yeah, it's got potential and it sounds a bit like Dom Dollar and Fisher and all that. And then I sort of threw it to Complaint, and then this is what he sent me back. Something insane.
Beat of the music, beat of the music. Beat of the music, beat of the music, beat of the music, beat of the music.
almost exclusively compact disc now.
So just a lot more aggression. A lot more aggression, a lot more sort of drive to the track. My track was very thin and very minimal. This just has a lot more drive to it and a lot more, a lot more energy that I just couldn't find, because the idea to me was so stale. It was a project I kept going back to and it sort of wasn't going anywhere. So I thought, perfect track to throw to someone else to sort of revive. And I was super happy when I got this back. The smile on my face when I first heard this was insane.
Over a band, really bands, no clowns. We're just strictly disc jockeys. We are almost exclusively compact disc now.
We have light systems that synchronize to the beat of the music, 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 beat of the
Just getting another beer.
We're just strictly disc jockeys.
So that's why I stress that's why I stress so much for you guys, especially more recently to collab, because I had a very good producer friend here in Cologne that we tried to collab, and it just I didn't like the process because he sort of had full control of the project file and wouldn't sort of send me stems, and was very protective of the melodies and very protective of the sound design. And basically I was only allowed to do like some tiny elements of the track. So I never really felt like I was a part of the track. So it's real important, if you guys are going to collab, is to really be open to the freedom of someone else changing your track entirely. You know, we went from a really sort of thin, hang on, sorry, it's going to take a while. Desktop, hang on, sorry, I'll get there. Exports. Yeah, we went from this to sort of this. You know, it's such a total complete sound. So I truly recommend, is if you have an idea and you really are protective of the idea, don't be afraid to let it go a little and let someone else have some creative freedom with it, because that's what's so important with collaborations. The other thing about collaborations, which someone might change an element or delete an element that you spent hours and hours on, right? You can discuss that with them and say, oh, look, I really think we should keep this element in the track because I feel like it, you know, it adds to the track and I've spent so much time on it, this and that. And you need to be able to negotiate and reason a little and make sure both parties are happy, because if someone changes your track too much and makes it their own, then it's a little bit disheartening. But always remember, as a collaborator, if you are the person that has sent the idea, expect for it to change and to come back. But if you receive an idea from someone, what you want to do is you don't want to go in with the attitude of, oh, I'm going to delete everything and make it better. You need to go, okay, here are the tools I have to work with. Someone has already crafted this idea to this point. I now need to evolve this idea and make it better and improve it. But you also need to sort of honor the past. So you need to honor what this artist has already done, and you need to attempt to make it a little bit better in terms of like improving. All right, guys, I've totally just been talking. But yeah, here we go. Future Rave idea. Let's have a listen to Chris's idea. And then feel free, guys, to keep talking about collabs in the comments. I will read them. I will read them when I give Chris some feedback. So Chris, let's have a listen to Future Rave idea. Also, Chris, let's, so Chris is what exactly are you, Chris? Are you a record label executive employee? This is, guys, I've stressed this to you before in some YouTube tutorials, is when you send a demo to a record label, Chris, I sent it to Lifted, always send record labels individual links, okay? If you send the same private link to 5 different record labels, you might get 2 listens, but you don't know who has listened to it. So make sure when you send a track to a record label that you send it just to one record label, because then you can see if they've played it or not. And I can tell that Chris and his team have been lazy and haven't listened to my demo yet. No, but it's actually a good practice to be in, because you can see my track with Complaints. This was the version that I sent to House of Hustle. They actually listened to the track in-house 6 times, and then they agreed to sign it, and they've downloaded the track. So this kind of gives you a full indication of where your track has sort of been and gone. So, all right, Chris, let's have a listen. Future Rave idea. I'm excited. Nice. It's good. The idea is good. I think all the elements are there. Yeah, play around with the melody a bit. It's a little like repetitive, but maybe you can make it like an 8-bar melody. So it does its a little dance 2 or 3 times, and then the 4th variation does something a little bit different, and then you can repeat it again. Gives the track a bit more I don't know, it doesn't sound so repetitive. Instead of repeating like a 2-bar loop, you're repeating a 4-bar loop, so it's less repetitive. Yeah, kick. Someone said melody is lazy. Oof, ouch. Kick is super on spot. So spot on or on spot. Kick, I felt like basically, obviously this is just idea, so this might sound a little harsh, but the percussion sounds like just an afterthought, like you just sort of dragged it in the track. So because I've grown up as a drummer, the first thing I hear is percussion. So make sure to always give some love to your percussion. But I also like how the bass line doesn't just replicate the melody, like dun 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 dun. The bass is doing its own thing. I think it's good so far. Yeah, it's an idea, so keep working on it. Don't scrap it. Maybe add some variation to the melody overall. Late 4 a.m. music production can hear. I know it's an idea. Use a reverb automation and use a plucky sound as the main lead and keep the super saw. Yeah. Automation percentage rise. Yes. Super saws as a companion element. Yeah. Bring in all the harshness. Christopher, no. Yeah, nice overall. Also, Chris, I loved and I have been loving your recent social media stuff, man. The sort of film shoot you guys did there in the forest or by the lake or wherever it was. All that content, man, was really, really cool. Really cool. Guys, that is it. I am out of here. Hope you have a lovely week. Yeah, and as always, let's hang out on the Discord. Let's chat a little. And yeah, I will see you guys next week. Okay. Oh, no. Stay. We hang on. We have to, because I forgot this last week. Oh, yeah, sorry, Lauxia. What did you want me to do? You sent something else? Very old music that I made. Okay. Yeah, we have to do Artist of the Week as well. We're going to listen to a second one from Lauxia, and then I'll draw Artist of the Week. Sounds like the lead from Poker Face. Poker Face, Poker Face. And I'm just looking at the date as well, 2012. This was probably around that time as well. Oh no, a little bit earlier. What, 2005, 2006? But yeah, it's about to get one. Yeah, man, it's good to hear. It's good to hear where you come from, right? Like, But so you had the idea. This is the thing with when you're starting out as a music producer, you're so rich with ideas and you have so much motivation, but you literally just can't create the idea yet because you don't have the skills in the music production software. Man, it's a good track. Come on, we all started somewhere, guys. I'll give you a thumbs up. Come on, let's subscribe. You now have your 8th subscriber. Like this, I was just trying to find. Listen to this. This is trash. This is from like, what even is this? Like that sounds so bad, right? But I did it. Who cares? It's now like, yeah, 8 years old. 4,000 plays. It got downloaded 100 times, so people obviously wanted to hear this track remixed because the original track was not like a dance song at all. So yeah, it sounds like trash, but whatever. I played it at my DJ gigs. No one really cared. I loved it. Anyway, so Artist of the Week, guys. We had 16 tracks submitted, so here we go. Hey Siri, can you pick a random number between 1 and 16, please?
A random number between 1 and 16 is 11.
Alright, I don't even know if this is I don't know if this is fair, guys, but I think we have another Artist of the Week, like a repeat Artist of the Week. Maybe I'm wrong, but OVR, you are the Artist of the Week, my friend. Maybe you haven't been Artist of the Week yet, I'm not sure. But, yeah. Oh, guys, I don't pick the Artist of the Week. Siri picks the Artist of the Week, so that's why I never pick Artist of the Week, because I don't want to pick favorites. I'm here to sort of treat everyone equally, send out positive vibes, and encourage you guys to produce awesome music. Okay? So, congrats OVR, you are the Artist of the Week, my friend. You will get a shout out on my socials, and also hopefully you get some more followers, you get some more streams, you get some more love from the people in this community. Alright, ciao guys. See you. Bye.